Okay, I'm trying to balance this on my iced coffee, so we're gonna see how this goes. Hello, good morning. It's Saturday, probably around after 8:30. So I am out on the beach this morning because I just want to have a little quiet time. And I have not been to the beach in a little while, so I figured it would just be a great way to get out and have a good start to the weekend. So I'll probably be out here for a couple hours, and I want to finish up the book that I am currently reading. So I've got Pure Color by Sheila Heti. I have mixed feelings about this, but I'm very close to finishing it, so I kind of just want to finish it while I'm out here this morning, and then I will return to the library and hopefully find a new book. So you want to come with me and we can finish this book together. Hello again, I am back in my car. I'm in the parking lot right now of the beach. So I finished my book, Pure Color, and I went for a little walk around the coastline and just walked along the sand, and I picked up some really cute shells, which I put somewhere. I picked up some seashells along the way, so I'm going to add them to my collection. But I kind of want to just touch base on my book at the end, so like I said, I've been reading Pure Color, and I finished that this morning, and it was weird. I'm not gonna lie, it was really weird. There was beautiful writing, don't get me wrong. Sheila Heti had beautiful writing in it, and there were lines that I absolutely loved, and that's why I kind of gave it at least a decent score, but it was just, I felt like it was kind of repetitive at a lot of parts, and there's literally, I think, like a good chunk of the book where she talks about being a leaf. I don't get it. Maybe somebody else who's more on the philosophical side can understand and explain to me what's going on here, because I was just so confused. So overall, great writing for the most part, but it wasn't really for me, and maybe I just didn't really appreciate it enough, or I'm not really philosophical enough to understand the abstract concepts. I'm more of a black and white kind of reader, and what I mean by that is that I kind of like stuff where it's more straightforward. Maybe I do like to speculate, and I want to be able to reach into that more, which is why I'm trying to challenge myself with other books. But I don't know, I feel like a lot of the concepts in here were just, I wasn't really grasping 100% of the time, so maybe it just wasn't the book for me. I'm not the target audience. If you have read Pure Color by Sheila Heti, I want to know your thoughts, because I was confused, but I hope somebody else can help me understand it. But I'm gonna go get myself some breakfast right now, and I'm thinking about going to a place called Ding Darling, which is a wildlife preserve area out on the beach, so I'm gonna go hit that up, but I will catch you later. So I am now back at my place. It's about a little after 2:30. Yeah, something like that. So I want to give you a quick update. So I went to Dairy Queen and got myself a blizzard because I was just craving ice cream. I went out to the wildlife refuge, Ding Darling in Sanibel, and I did that, drove out a little bit more, continued to listen more to my audiobook. I'm doing Billy Summers by Stephen King on audio. So I've been listening to that for the past couple days, and I'm about, how far am I into it right now? I'm 21% of the way through, so we're making progress. It's getting very interesting. I'm getting a lot of heist vibes with it. I know it's supposed to be a crime fiction novel. The audiobook, like the audio listening itself, it was a little tough to get into at first, but I really am starting to get into it, so I'm very excited about that. So I'll continue to listen to more of that and hopefully give you more of an update. But for right now, I do have a little bit of time, but I have to be at the baseball game tonight for a really huge work event, so I've got a couple hours to spare. So I'll probably just chill out at home for a little bit, take a shower, finish up my Blizzard, and then I'm gonna probably do a little bit of computer work, probably get some bills done, and then I will head out and maybe you can get ready with me, so find out later. Hello, I'm back. It's me again. I have been working on some editing on my laptop, but the footage is taking a little bit longer to upload than I anticipated, but I just remembered something because I finished up my books. Like I said, I returned them to the library and I'm trying to find a new book to read, and I just remembered I have a TBR jar. I completely forgot this was here, so we're gonna go through it together, and before I have time to go to the ball game, I figured I might as well just go through this and figure out what exactly I have and then see what new stuff I can add in, and hopefully we can find our new book together. Jane Eyre, I haven't read that one, so that's one I need to get to for this year. I have that on my TBR, and I think I have it in my Halloween TBR. So there is a video coming out about that, which I am actually really excited for. That's the one I'm trying to edit right now. So I am very excited. Night Circus is also on there. I totally didn't even show you that, but here, we'll redo that again. Okay, the Night Circus. Yeah, because we know how YouTube works, Hannah. All right, I already read My Heart is a Chainsaw. It actually was one of my first books of the year. So I'll put that one over yonder. The Immortalist by Chloe Benjamin on here as well. I think I tried reading this a couple years ago, and I think I had to DNF it or put it on pause, so might give it a try again just because I don't think it was the right book for me at the time, but we'll find out later. Stand by Stephen King, that's going back in there. We Sold Our Souls by Grady Hendrix. I read that again this year too. Billy Summers, I'm currently actually reading that right now, so don't need that either. The Hand That Feeds You by A.J. Rich. I can go ahead and put that back in there. Woman in the Window, also by A.J. Finn? A.J. Alright, so there's multiple AJs. I'm confused. It's great. This tells you I don't know my authors well at all. Let It Snow by John Green and the Company. Not a decent book, but the movie was great. I liked it. I'll watch it again. I Let You Go by Claire McIntosh. That's going back in there. Then Canterbury Tales by Geoffrey Chaucer, I think. Yeah, Geoffrey Chaucer. Such a Rush, Jennifer Eccles. No. That book was trash. And so was this. Never Let Me Go by Ishiguro. I read this, wasn't really that much of a fan, but it's fine. The Only Good Indians by Stephen Graham Jones. Great book, but I've already read it. Carrie, My Queen. You're going back in there, even though I've already read you, I'll reread you again. Salem's Lot, another Stephen King. I've read that actually while I was going to and from France. Well, I was gonna try to finish it before I left for France, and then I did not even finish it before I got to the airport, so I just waited until I got back. And then I need to put in new options because I literally knocked out like, how many did I read off my TBR jar already? Wow, I read 8 books out of this TBR jar already. That's really impressive actually, so I will go ahead and toss that away. And then I need new sheets of paper so I can write down the new ones. Now I can finally show you what I want to read for the rest of the year so that way I can add it into this little TBR jar. So, the Halloween ones that I have on my list, I'll explain them more in the Halloween TBR video, which I think might either come out before this video or it might come out after. I'm not really 100% sure quite yet, but the ones that I do have right now for the Halloween ones are in here. So I've got the short story collection, Haunted House and Other Stories by Virginia Woolf. We got Coraline by Neil Gaiman. Classic, love the movie. It's great. I actually do want to watch that again really soon because I love it so much. And then we have our OG vampire girl, Carmilla by Joseph Sheridan Le Fanu, and she also serves as the inspiration for Dracula and the hit web series on YouTube. And this version is actually edited by Carmen Maria Machado, who wrote Her Body and Other Parties. And then touch base onto the rest of the TBR. So I've got first one on here is Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, and I believe this version is edited by a gentleman named Simon Armitage. I haven't heard of him, but basically this is one of the earliest English tales. I actually did read this for the first time in my Brit-Lit class, same one that I read for segments of the Canterbury Tales, and I also read Beowulf in that class. And I actually really like this story a lot. And then I have a really cool edition of this. So I have The Wizard of Oz by Frank L. Baum. And what's special about this one is Judy Blume actually does the introduction for this. I got this edition when I was at her bookshop, Books and Books, out in Key West. And I don't know why, this was just really adorable, and I like the cover of it. I like how tiny it is. I love the illustration on the back. It's a classic story. It's children's literature, I know, but it still has so much heart even after all these years. So I should disclose, I did read the ever notorious TikTok mystery If We Were Villains by ML Rio. Hot take, I did not enjoy it. There were just so many problematic elements that I'm not going to touch on because I don't have time, and if I do go on them, I will ramble about it for 45 minutes, so I'm not going to do that to you. But one of the things that I will say did kind of inspire me was I do really want to read this Shakespearean play, King Lear. So this is one that I actually have not read yet, and it's actually this play that pulls the title If We Were Villains. I want to give this one a chance and maybe see if I can find some inspiration somewhere for either why If We Were Villains was written the way it was, or if I could just use it for my own writing. And then the last one I have on my TBR for this year is The Master and Margarita. I've always heard good things about this, and people like it on Goodreads, so this might be one that I might tackle at the end of the year just because of how huge it is. This might just take my whole December to read. I don't know, so this might be saved for last at the end of the year. It's kind of like a grand finale. Same with this. I might just save this one for the end of the year. I don't know, but we'll find out. So that's kind of my TBR for the rest of the year, and I'm going to add it onto my TBR jar, because we all need little stories that we need to pull inspiration from. That's it. We have updated the TBR jar, and I should probably add some cute little stickers to this, just to kind of make it fun and worth reading. So we're gonna do this, and then I'm gonna check on my videos to see how they're doing then. I don't know what time it is. Okay, it's almost 5:30. I should probably start heading out soon just because I have my baseball game that I have to get to for the work event. So we'll touch base when we're done, but I will come back here and we'll pick out a book from the TBR jar and we'll start it tomorrow. Hi. Alright, so went to the ball game last night. That was really fun. I think I really only watched like maybe 2 minutes of it, but most of the time I was just chatting with my other coworkers and just having a good time, and it was great. It was fun. I really enjoyed it. And then I literally just did nothing last night. I literally did nothing. So I've got Hoop in the morning like I said, so I'll get ready for that in a little bit, just because it's probably gonna take me a little bit of time to get out there, but I'm gonna try to read more or listen to more Billy Summers while I'm heading over there. And then I will probably clean up my place, and then I think it might just be a little bit easier to do the pick a new book from the TBR jar when I get back. I kind of just want to wake up a little bit and stretch and get some laundry done, and then we'll go off to Hoop together, and then we'll come back, get my place kind of cleaned up-ish, and then we will go from there. How we doing? Alright, so I've been working on this Halloween TBR video for pretty much almost the entire afternoon. I just made myself some apple cider as hopefully a reward to get myself through editing this. Did a little bit of cleaning up here, I did some laundry, and I'm about to actually head off to go get dinner with my folks for my sister's birthday. So we're going to be doing that in probably like an hour or so. So I want to get finished up, or at least make some progress with editing this video. So we got that going on, and then I still have not picked out a TBR book. So we'll do that before I leave. I just want to get changed, but I want to spend a little bit more time editing my video. I hope I'm making some more headway, and maybe I can get it out sooner rather than later. So that would be great. So we'll continue working more progress. So I'm about ready to go, but I quickly wanted to do my book selection so I can have that and give you an update when I get home tonight. So here we go, the faded jar of the TBR. Alright, we have, I'm gonna let you look at it first. Alright, so we're reading The Woman in the Window by A.J. Finn next. So, very exciting. So we'll take that with me, and I'm gonna go head off to my parents' place. Good morning. Happy Monday. I did not get a chance to kind of close out the video last night just because I got out of the bathtub and I pretty much crashed out afterwards. So I'm drinking some coffee now, but I kind of wanted to give you an update on the book that I now have just started, The Woman in the Window by A.J. Finn. I'm about 80 pages into it. I did a little bit more reading out on my porch this morning, so it's a little strange-ish. So it's about a woman with agoraphobia, who I guess senses something wrong in her neighborhood. I'm not really sure, but nothing's really happened so far other than she's just met the new neighbors and she still is just trying to figure out her life and everything post being diagnosed with agoraphobia. So that's where we're kind of at right now, and I mean, I'm still gonna read it just because like I want to know what's gonna happen, because it's like almost 500 pages. Like she's thick. Yeah, so I'm about like maybe 20% of the way through, but I want to give y'all an update on that. So I think that should be good for the rest of the video. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that y'all had a great time watching me go through my weekend, and I hope you have a great, fantastic day.